o'clock on Wednesday, the 20th of April. Tonight on the Phillip Schofield Show, the man of 1,000 voices who always makes a big impression, Alistair McGowan. It's grunt and grapple time with celebrity wrestlers Oliver Skeet and Michelle Heaton. And Sheree Murphy is back in search of Britain's best night out. Tonight, she's belly dancing. And here he is, Phillip Schofield.
Very good. Good evening. Evening, Joanne. Everybody fitting well? Good. Right, who likes going out for a meal? Who likes to go out? Oh, yes. Right. Who's been watching Hell's Kitchen? Decided on your menu, blue or red. What sort of food do you like, Joanne?
Well, at home I'm quite a plain cooker, but when I go out I love to be adventurous.
OK, so something a bit, sort of frilly, a bit flowery.
Yes.
And who do you like? Dish of the day, Jean-Christophe, do you like him?
Yeah, well, his dish of the day would be preferable.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Let me, because I've got here, and they haven't done this anywhere else on the telly, I have got the menu from Hell's Kitchen. So, we've got Gary Rhodes, which is very standard, sort of straightforward British fare. White tomato soup, melting mozzarella, black olive and tomato, with cherry tomatoes and basil salad, like that.
That's really just salad,
that
salad
sort of
and
thing?
tomatoes.
Salad, yeah, I know. It is just salad and tomatoes. Pan-fried wild salmon, English asparagus and light herb casserole, peas and broad beans like that.
Yes, being from Ireland, salmon.
Then on the other side of the page, we've got Jean-Christophe's French menu. So he's got, steady on, terrine-style poached ham hock, rolled in Savoy cabbage with a light gribiche. Who knows what a gribiche is? Anybody know what a gribiche is?
No.
Gribiche it's the main ingredient is the yolks from hard-boiled eggs, and it's the perfect accompaniment for calf's head. Oh. Don't fancy that? No? What about samphire oil? Samphire oil, he's cooking with samphire oil, sometimes referred to as sea asparagus. Samphire can be a little difficult to find. Anyone heard of it? No? This is just oil from sea asparagus, he says. And if you're wondering whether or not it might be a good idea to go down and eat there, if you like a calm environment, do you like somewhere nice and quiet, somewhere relaxed to eat? Yeah, have a look at this.
Chef, we've got to start again. One of it's vegetarian.
Get out from the kitchen. Get out from here now.
Okay.
Get the out from here. Get the quickly before.
I don't know.
I knew it!
Whoa! That's serious stuff. One of the things on Jean-Christophe's menu is front braised pig's trotter stuffed on the day according to Jean-Christophe's mood. It's actually today stuffed with the guy that he chucked out of the kitchen. Here's something we like. Have a look at this. This is what we want for our supper this evening. I've called it all in for you. This is going to be our takeaway food. Bit of fish and chips? Yeah! Yeah! There we go. Fish and chips. That's what we want. What about some daily awards? Yes? Right, here we go. Daily awards. It's amazing. That's telly. It's amazing how fast it can happen, isn't it? No, I can't tell you how comfortable I am. You've left the hanger in this, haven't you? On purpose. Each day on the show, we aim to reward the true heroes of the hour as we pick out the quirkiest stories and characters making the news, but not necessarily the front pages. Today's big story, and the winner of the Bashed by a Banger award, goes to John Hatfield of Essex, who received a nasty blow to the nose when he was hit by a frozen sausage hurled through his open car window. John last night relived the moment he was battered by the sausage in order to help police with their inquiries. John said, "I was initially dazed and confused, but I am seeing the funny side of it now and wish that I wish they'd thrown in some chips as well." Not just flying food that runs away with all the awards on this show, as we go the extra mile to find the nation's unsung heroes from between the pages of the regional press. I'm pleased to announce that the award for Most Preposterous Proposal, taken from tonight's Manchester Evening News, goes to Paul Bowles from Oldham. Well done, Paul. Paul proposed to his girlfriend, drama teacher Angela Smith, with the help of her pupils, all aged between 5 and 7. Angela teaches at a performing arts school in Oldham. Paul secretly enlisted the help of the teachers and the children at the school. The kids performed a special dance and held up letters to spell Paul's question, "Will you marry me?" Angela said yes. Next up, we delve into the best and worst of the World Wide Web for today's Age Ain't Nothing But a Number award. You won't believe this one. Chances are, if you've looked across the office this week and you've wondered why your colleagues were laughing at their computer screens, they maybe were looking at this. It's 78-year-old Hazel Spears from Wisconsin. Undeterred by her age, Hazel recently went skydiving for the first time when an essential part of her kit came loose. Watch Hazel's mouth. Here we go, Hazel. Whoa! Oh, no! Watch them go! No! The unfortunate part about it was they actually, as they fell to ground, shot straight through the open roof of a guy who'd just been hit by a sausage. For the next award, we've been scouring the world of global TV. Today's Square Eyes Award goes to the makers of this TV advert, which is currently showing in America.
When are you gonna get out of here?
In a while. I gotta get back.
That's great. We've all felt like that. Right, finally we come to the last award of the day. This is the Viewers Award. All the entries in this category have been sent in by you after we asked you to send in photos of your crazy collectibles. This was a tightly fought category, if a little scary. And in third place is Simon Gunny from Leeds with his rather odd collection of sick bags. Sent in by his brother David. He says Simon's initial fascination with sick bags came after using an entire plane supply of bags on a rather bumpy journey from London to Paris. Simon soon started collecting the bags, and now he books his summer holidays according to which airline sick bag he needs to complete his collection. In second place is Yvonne Hazel from Cheshire with her collection of spoons, sent in by Hazel herself. She collected her first spoon back in 1983 after she bumped into her hero John Nettles in a cafe and nicked his teaspoon. But the winner is... You're ready? Debbie Curtis! And Debbie Curtis is here. G18 Debbie, she's in the audience today. Down you come. Give her a round of applause. Now, what did you? Yeah, you're terrifying me now. Have a look at have a look at this picture. This is the photo that clinched it. This tightly fought category. You are seriously joking. What's the name of your friend up there?
Miriam.
What's she called?
Miriam.
Yeah, you sent it in, didn't you? Yeah. Look at how many have you got?
About 118.
118 gophers.
Yeah.
Could I ask you? It's one very simple and very easy question. Why?
I wanted to take over everything with him.
Really?
Yeah. I
Do
wanted to
they
be
still?
seen with
Do
him.
they still squeak?
Yeah. That's Gordon Ross.
Oh.
And Gordon Presley.
Do you know, it strikes,
believe that picture
I shall
tidied
wake up
bedroom.
screaming in the night now because of this. You do have an award. It is an extraordinary collection, the like of which I have never seen before. There is your award. Give her a round of applause. Thank you, guys. Well done, you. Thank you. There you go, those were the Daily Awards for Wednesday, the 20th of April, 2005. Join us tomorrow for more of our Daily Awards. Goodness me, it's hot in here. Right, now it's time for the break, but there is still plenty more to come in part 2. Don't go away.
Coming up next, Master Mimic Alistair McGowan.
welcome back. If you've just joined us, shame on you. Still to come, Inferno and Rebel Rider, otherwise known as Michelle Heaton and Oliver Skeet, and our roving reporter Sheree Murphy lets it all hang out belly dancing this evening. But first up, he is the UK's top impressionist who is about to turn his hand to some serious acting. Please welcome the man of many faces, Alistair McGowan! Very lovely to see you. Have a seat. Now, the problem is, how many times have people said to you, if you have now headed up this massive identity fraud campaign, how do I know that it's you?
Never, actually.
Really?
You've thrown me with that one.
And
yes.
You are absolutely you, aren't you?
I am absolutely me, yes, yes.
Were you a victim of this fraud?
Well, sort of. There was a headline in the Mirror that made it sound as if they'd stolen my identity, but they hadn't actually stolen it and used it. But they had just gone through my bins to show that what I did in the commercial could be done. They didn't say that it was illegal, when what they did was illegal, but they went through the bin, and it was the one day, you know, once every 2 years you clean out your desk drawer. That was what I'd done on the Sunday. I thought, I'll clean out my desk drawer, and I recycle everything, but there's always something you can't recycle, and it's bloody credit cards. Right?
One of them was still in date.
I know.
Well,
That was,
just chuck one out. I don't need that anymore.
That was folly. That was folly. But also it looked like, oh, I don't need a credit card that's still in date. But I had got one that was past that, because you know you always get one before the one expires. So it was actually...
You didn't cut it up, you didn't do stuff like that?
No, I didn't, because it always seems cruel cutting a credit card. It does. Little flexible friend suddenly cut in two.
So tell me about the new series that you're doing now. This is Monkey Trousers, new to ITV, 6 episodes. It's like,
yes.
Like a sketch show.
Yes, it is like a sketch show. It's Vic and Bob are behind it, and John Thompson's heavily involved, Steve Coogan's involved. And basically, it was called the All-Star Sketch Show. They had 3 shows on last year, and Ronnie Ancona from Big Impression and I did a couple of... well, we've done 6 sketches this time, 1 on each show. Yeah. And it's a nice idea. It's 1950s footballers' wives, basically. So it's these wonderfully well-spoken footballers who are involved in all sorts of prostitution and all sorts of terrible things like that. And then, one of them is a raving transsexual, and it's really jolly good fun.
I say, you're joking.
No, it's wonderful. We really enjoyed that.
And that's just a couple of... You've just done a couple of those, then?
No, we've done one in each show. And
that's obviously performing someone else's material.
Yes.
So how different is that to what you would normally do in the Big Impression?
Well, on the Big Impression, between Ronnie and I, we write about 70% of it, but there's still stuff that isn't ours in that. But even so, we were able to have an overview of the sketches and to rewrite them, which is always nice. And
is it coming back? Because there were, once again, back to the papers, there was information in the papers that you were going to stop.
I wanted to stop, and just because I wasn't quite sure how many more faces I could make my face look like, or not look like, as they say in some of the other papers that you didn't mention.
Were you getting bored with celebs?
To an extent. I mean, you know, I don't get bored doing David. I love doing Beckham. People are absolutely love it, you know. But you do think, well, we've got to move on, and where are the new people? And obviously, you know, we started to do the Michael Owens, but it's just not got as much cachet somehow. Hasn't got as much cachet as David Beckham, probably because he hasn't got to the cachet point. But no,
with your card,
with my card, that's nice. That's very good. That's very good.
The trouble is with doing impressions so well is that we don't let you forget them because we've got a clip here, and I'd like you to have a look.
OK.
This is gorgeous, isn't it, Princess?
It's only a guidebook, David.
Madrid's Royal Palace has 2,800 bedrooms. Can you imagine living somewhere that big?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as it goes.
So, what we're going to do now, then?
Well, it says Madrid has some of the finest museums in the whole of Europe, where you can see many of the great masterpieces of world art.
Shops, then?
Yeah.
That clip actually that you just showed was actually shot in Madrid, because that was our special that we did about their year when they moved to Madrid. And we said to the company, with the BBC, we've got to shoot some scenes in Madrid so it looks like Madrid. And we went to Madrid for a weekend, and it rained non-stop. We couldn't use any of it except that one scene, which looks, if you even put the picture up again, it looks like it's filmed in front of what we call a blue screen, and there's something put behind it.
Yeah.
So we went all that way for one sketch, which barely looks like Madrid.
Nice
anyway.
food, good?
Well, if you like Spanish food.
Yeah. And you've got favourites, obviously. The things that you love to do. So what are your favourites?
Character-wise, I mean, I've always enjoyed doing Gary Lineker. I don't know why. I think perhaps because he's somebody who people think is I just use this word inimitable about people who are actually highly imitable, but Gary, people say, how do you impersonate him? There's not much there, but actually, when you look carefully, there's quite a lot.
What about the people who you've you've impersonated on the programme and then you've bumped into them? What's that like?
Generally, it's fine. Richard, obviously, Richard Maiden is absolutely fine, but he loves it. And people like Hugh Edwards as well, who does the news on BBC One, he was absolutely thrilled that we'd done him and said, we'd made him into more of a name than the BBC had, really, with the publicity we'd given him.
He's a big guy, too,
He's very tall, which surprisingly worried me a little when I first met him. I have to say, I was a little worried. But it's strange how we invent characters for people sometimes. You exaggerate something, and then you find out that actually they are quite like that. And we made him into this rather strong, if you like, Welshman who was very pro-Wales, and he's proven to be that, which was just guesswork on our part. We put that characteristic to him, and it was how he was.
Whereas Nigel Havers, of course, is smaller and less frightening when you meet him, first of all.
Yes, we felt quite bad about Nigel. We did some stuff about Nigel, yeah. Let me tell you. No, he was doing a programme called OK TV, I think, at the time, and I got a bit annoyed about this programme because it was full of him going to people's houses going, look at this, isn't it a wonderful house? Look at it, it's nothing like your house. Do you see that? It's so beautiful and big, and you'll never live anywhere like this. It's wonderful. Look at these beautiful pianos. These people can play the piano, they're not thick like you. Yeah. And it had this air about it. That was the air about it, so we actually said those very words, and it wasn't really aimed at Nigel, it was just that the programme was a little bit too much, oh, look at celebrities, aren't they great? I didn't like that.
What you've got is a great opportunity now. I mean, we know you can do that, but also you've slipped into serious acting as well.
I slipped into it, yes, through a hole in the time-space continuum.
And you slipped straight into Bleak House.
Into Bleak House, yeah. Which will be on in September on BBC, and it's going to be a huge success, I think. It's 16 parts, 16 half hours, and the cast, there's like 83 members of the cast at least, and you just know everyone. It's like a who's who of British acting, plus me. It's, and Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas is in it.
In Bleak House, Dickens' Bleak House with Johnny Vegas.
He spontaneously combusts.
Does he?
Yes.
It's a picture I can see, actually.
Yeah, next year's Comedy Awards, possibly.
Stay with us, don't go away for the moment, Alistair McGowan. More from Alistair later as he plays tonight's quiz and swaps a piece of must-have memorabilia in today's celebrity gift swap. Time, though, now to take a look at what might be happening in your area as we drop in on 3 local newsrooms. We'll find out what's making the news in their region this evening. First, let's say hello to Nicola Crompton in Yorkshire Television's newsroom. Hello, Nicola.
Hello, Philip. Well, as usual, you could say the news is dominated by health. One of our top stories here in the Calendar region is the story of Warren Taylor from Lincoln, who's been living in agony for almost a year because he can't find an NHS dentist to fix his broken teeth.
He left it a long time,
nobody has been able to help. Well, unless, of course, he goes private, and that'll cost him £1,000, and he simply doesn't have that money.
He left it a long time, though, didn't he?
He did, actually, but you know what it's like when your teeth go a bit dicky if you leave it. It can get really bad, can't it?
Oh, yeah.
And we stay with health, kind of, because we're also carrying the extraordinary story of Doris the hen from Hull. Now, Doris, well, she was taken to a vet's in the city suffering from a swollen abdomen, but it turned out that she had 5 eggs inside her, and due to a calcium deficiency, she couldn't lay them. Most unfortunate, that, isn't it? A hen that can't lay eggs.
What, they're stuck in there?
They were, and she was given a special ladies' operation, and they soon popped out, much to her
Ladies' operation!
And another story in one of our local papers, the Bradford Telegraph and Argos, is reporting the biggest technological breakthrough in chimney sweeping since 1864, when children were banned from going up chimneys. This chap here, Lashman Singh is his name, he has invented a mechanical revolving chimney brush. And apparently the idea came to him while he was having a shave in the bathroom, so I'm not sure I'd like to be in his bathroom. Probably a bit messy.
Knows what his morning stubble is like. Thank you very much indeed. Nice to see you.
Philip.
That's what's happening up there this evening. We're off to Mike Neville now from North East tonight. Good evening, Mike.
Hello, good evening, Philip.
What you got for us?
Well, our top story on North East tonight is yet more bad news for Newcastle United. Over the past 7 days, they've dropped out of the UEFA and FA Cups, and now another ghost has returned to haunt them. Lee Bowyer and Kieran Dyer have been questioned by police following that infamous brawl on the pitch during the Magpies match against Aston Villa. the police say a file is now being sent to the Crown Prosecution Service. And it's that story which is making the headlines in the local press. Also tonight, we'll be talking to a young couple who are hoping to raise some extra funds towards their wedding day by selling an invitation on eBay. Emma Vinton and Phil Wilson are tying the knot later this year, and they're giving a random stranger the chance to rub shoulders with friends and family at the ceremony. Unfortunately, the couple have so far received only one bid, and that is for the minimum amount of £1.
Mike, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks a lot.
All right, that's fantastic. Who would vote? Who would put any money on eBay for that then? Anybody fancy that? You got more than a quid. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you £2. Anyone? £2, £2, £3. Oh, the lady with the gopher's gone for £3 over there. He'll be thrilled. Right, now your chance to win another £10,000 in a hand by answering today's competition question brought to you by those miniature know-it-all kids, the Quiz Kids. First, the baby boffins serve up some ideas of what you could buy with £10,000.
With £10,000, you could buy 7,000 hot dogs in New York, lick 7,000 ice cream cones, scoff 22,000 tins of baked beans. For your chance to win, answer the following question. Today is the 20th of April. On this day in history, Steve Davis became world snooker champion. Adam and the Ants were top of the charts, and everyone was tucking into toasties. But what was the year? A. 1961, B. 1981, or C. 2001?
To enter, phone 090 12 933 933. Calls cost £1. Mobile rates may vary. Or text Phillip, followed by your answer, A, B or C, to 63337. Text costs £1 plus your standard network charge. You must be 18 or over to enter.
And the very best of luck. You had an idea of who the little boy's father might be.
Oh, those teeth. I think he's in the calendar region.
Yeah.
I know how he got it. Too many sausage rolls.
Darling, you could be a big money winner this evening. Lines close at midnight tonight, and you'll get another chance to enter a little bit later on in the show. The best of luck. Time now for our daily dose of open mic. Your chance to spout off and have your say in front of millions, or at least a few shoppers anyway. Each day, we hit the road and travel to a town near you. Yesterday, we took to the stage in West London. Let's see what happened and who stepped up to the mic.
I think Hell's Kitchen now is a lot better than when it was the celebrities. I think now gives the general public something to go for.
I'm sick of all the elections. I think there's way too much politics on TV. I've had enough. Jamie Oliver should be Prime Minister because he knows what us young people want in society, because he has his own 2 children. Also because he wears good clothes, has a lot of money, a lovely wife and a lovely house.
We've got enough fruit nutcases in the government already without having Jamie Oliver put in there.
Jamie Oliver, you need to stop giving us healthy food because we prefer crisp drinks, fizzy drinks and everything that children like, not healthy food.
I think footballers, as I said, are vastly overpaid. You just got to think of us market traders, early morning riding up by 4, set up by 6 o'clock for all the workers. I just personally think, as I said, they're vastly overpaid.
I'm a Chelsea supporter. I believe that the Chelsea players get the right sort of pay for what they do. If you pay for the best, then you're going to get the best results and the best quality.
Weather people always annoy me. They never seem to be able to get anything right. The easiest and simplest way to find out what the weather's going to be today is open the curtains and look out the window.
You've got nothing to complain about. What would you complain about?
What would I? I'd complain about the litter. You go around this city, there's litter everywhere. Why can't people put it in a bin? Hey, you recognise rubbish when you see it on TV, don't you? But in the street, it sits all over the street. Put it in a bin. That's all it takes. There you go. That's all I do.
We are back after the break. Don't go away. We'll see you in part 2.
Still to come, Phillip gets to grips with the stars of celebrity wrestling.
welcome back to the show. Now, if you remember the days of Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks, then hold tight, because on Saturday... You do? Yeah. Because you're going to love this, then. On Saturday night, wrestling returns to ITV. Please welcome from Celebrity Wrestling Inferno and Rebel Rider, a.k.a. Michelle Heaton and Oliver Skeet. Oliver, have a seat, chum. So what were you thinking?
Oh, I don't know. I regretted it when I went in there.
Did you?
No, I went in. I mean, it was really, really hard work. It was a lot more vicious than what I intended it to be, definitely. I think if I had seen the first series of it, I would have definitely thought twice about entering the second series, because I don't think it was really, really for me. I don't think I was as vicious as maybe some of the other girls were.
Who was vicious?
Oh, Kate Lawler was quite vicious.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
In the good way. I love Kate. I think she's fabulous, but she's definitely very, very competitive, and she had that streak running through her, and she took it on and off.
Stop being nice. The girl was a nutter.
Was she?
Oh, absolutely
Raging
bonkers.
nutcase.
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
she was
Kate Lawless.
something like that. She was actually beaten up on the walls in training and stuff, and she was just running around hitting doors and stuff. She was crazy, man.
Well, the words that was coming out of there was the fact that the women were much more competitive and much more vicious than the blokes.
That is definitely true.
Yeah.
For real. I mean, they're not as... They didn't... the moves, they weren't as good as the boys, but they wanted to win. That's the truth, mate. I mean, what can I say? But they were more aggressive, more vicious, and they wanted to win more than we did, to be honest.
Apart from you?
Apart from me, yeah. I want to win everything I do.
And who did you go in there wanting to fight?
James Hewitt. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to beat him to a pulp.
You see, I thought the whole point of wrestling was it was the art form, it was the movements, it was the whole. It wasn't actually the beating to a pulp.
Who told you that?
I misunderstood.
Listen, we did a whole week's training, and when we got into the ring, the whole thing went out the window. Yeah, it meant nothing. All them moves, you know, big technical stuff and that didn't matter. You went in there and you tried to hurt people.
You were fighting with Hewitt with a huge medicine ball, weren't you?
Yeah, that was one of the games.
One of the games, yeah.
We had a big medicine ball and you had to wrestle each other at the ground to score a point. And if you think about it, it's very, very heavy, and you're trying to almost put it up to the height of where a basketball should be. It's really difficult, and it is very vicious.
Let's have a look. We've got a clip.
I've seen that.
Is it?
That looks really good. Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
I look better than what I did.
What did your family say, Oliver? I mean, they didn't want you to do it, did they?
No, my girls did not want me to do it. Not because I was going to get hurt or anything. It's just they think I'm too old to be doing that sort of thing, and they were embarrassed. And they thought I was going to dance because they think I'm an absolutely terrible dancer, and I was dancing all the way through it. So I just did it to embarrass them, really.
And what about your team? What did Andy think?
Andy, well, when I first told him I was going through the audition, he said, really think about this. I don't know if you're built to do this. And he was kind of right, but he supported me through the whole thing. He came to watch it all, and he was very proud of me. I definitely tried my best.
Yeah. And would you have a go at this?
No way.
I'd love him to.
Yeah, it's not the sort of thing you fancy.
Well, grappling with Kate Lawler looked quite good.
She'd do you, man. I'm telling you, she would.
I should say, and this may come as something of a surprise for you, but despite my strapping physique, you may be a little bit surprised to know that I, in fact, was, at one stage, something of a wrestler. In years gone by, you've got a picture of me in my wrestling gear here. There you go, look at that. So you've got your names, you know, you've got Inferno, you've got, what are some of the other names of the people that are involved in the programme?
Well, Kate's called Kate the Lawler Brawler.
Yeah.
Victoria's called the Ice Maiden.
Yes.
Jeff Brazier's called Rocket Man?
No, Pocket Rocket.
Oh, sorry, Jeff.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Well, obviously, in my grappling days, none of us had fancy wrestling names like Inferno or Rebel Rider or Pocket Rocket or whatever it was. So I feel a bit left out. I need your help. I would like you to email me now with suggestions for my own wrestling name. Here is the address, phillipschofield.itv.com. Keep them clean, and I'll read out the best ones at the end of the show. Actually, you don't need to keep them clean. We'll save the other ones for after the show. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. Would you give them a round of applause? It's 6:30, ITV1, Serious Wrestling. Oliver and Michelle, well done. And also some serious injuries, we're led to believe as well. He's one of the nation's brightest comedy stars, but how much do you know about Alistair McGowan? We are about to find out as we play Schofield Star Quiz. Right, then each day you will be given the chance to win up to £2,000 by answering questions on our Star of the Day in a hopefully non-creepy, obviously stalker-type way. Today's caller is Amanda Claydon from Colchester. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
You are a big fan?
Yes.
Yes. An expert on Alistair?
Well, I like all his programmes.
Good. Well, that's handy.
That's a very good start.
Would you like to introduce yourself to him?
Yes. Hello, Alistair.
Hi, Amanda. Fancy wrestling anytime?
Now, there's an offer you don't get every day. So, now, the rules of the game are very simple. I will ask you 5 questions on the life and times of Alistair, and you must write your answer down. Well, Alistair's going to write it down. You can do whatever you like, so long as you don't shout it out until I ask you. Remain silent. I will then ask you to tell me your answer. If you answer correctly and it matches what Alistair's written on his board, you'll win £100. At the end of the quiz, you will have the chance to gamble everything for a possible £2,000. Happy?
Yes,
I think so.
Very.
Happy?
Yes.
OK, here you go. Here's your first question. Which Italian signorina invited Alistair to her birthday to replace her absent footballing boyfriend? Don't say anything. Alistair's writing it down now. Maybe the giveaway is that it's quite a long name. OK, Amanda, if your answer matches Alistair's £100 is yours. What's your answer?
Nancy Delalio.
Nancy Delalio or Delalio? Well done, you're right, that's it. £100. That is the correct answer. Question 2. Alistair's big break came when he provided the voices for the rubber-faced stars of what comedy puppet show? What was the comedy puppet show? Do you know? Do you know what it was? Don't say what it was, but do you know?
I'm not too sure.
Oh, OK. All right. Well, I need your answer now.
I think it's Spitting Image.
Think it's Spitting Image?
Yes.
Yeah! £200! That is the correct answer. Question 3. Which television presenter and one of Alistair's most popular impressions tried his own hand at impressions when he appeared as Ali G? Who was that? You know, don't you? Yeah. No, don't say anything. Here we go. And, Amanda, if your answer matches Alistair's, another £100 is yours. What's your answer?
Paul O'Grady.
Paul O'Grady, you're saying the answer is... Chef Maidley. Right, question 4. Time now to test how closely you've been watching today's show. Out of his many impressions, what did Alistair say was his favourite? He's writing it down now. You've been watching right the way through from the beginning of the programme?
Yes, I have.
Yeah? So you have an idea what it would be?
I think so.
You think you know? OK. What do you think it is?
Gary Lineker.
Saying Gary Lineker, and the answer was... Gary Lineker! Well done. I think that's about £400 so far.
Doing very well. Very good.
Question 5. Which of Alistair's most celebrated impressions can often be heard saying...
Oh.
Which one is that? Write that one down. Who was that? You're up to £300, I think, at the moment.
This is the one I hope she gets right most.
£300. OK, what are you saying?
I think it's Dot Cotton.
Yes!
It is Dot Cotton.
It is Dot Cotton. Right, so you've won £400. So
Brilliant.
Happy with that?
Yes, I'm very happy, thank you.
OK, now then, here's the crunch. You can either stick with your £400 or you can gamble for the chance to increase your winnings to £2,000 by answering just one more question. What do you think she should do? It's so easy for you to say, isn't it? So they're obviously not on the end of the phone with £400 in their hands. What are you going to do?
I think I'm going to gamble.
Hey! Very good.
Okay.
Well done, you. Right, so you've decided to gamble. So we wish you the very best of luck here. We're going to ask you one question, okay? If you are ready, here is your question for all that extra money. Alistair and his TV partner, Ronnie Ancona, are well known for playing Posh and Bex. David and Victoria have recently had their third baby boy. But what's his name? What is the name? Don't say anything yet. Write that down. OK, it's written down here. What are you going to say?
Cruise.
Going to say Cruise. Yes. This is for the big money, and the answer is...
Yeah!
Well done, Amanda.
Thank you.
You've made it. What are you going to spend your money on?
Holiday, I think.
A holiday.
Okay.
Terrific. Well, have a lovely time. And
Thank you.
Would you like to say thank you to the man who's just won it for you?
Thank you, Alistair.
Thank you, Amanda. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you very much.
And get that wrestling training in.
Now then, if you are feeling lucky, here's another chance to enter our competition to win £10,000 over to those brain boxes, the Quiz Kids, for the question.
Today is the 20th of April. On this day in history, Steve Davis became world snooker champion. Adam and the Ants were top of the charts, and everyone was tucking into toasties. But what was the year? A. 1961, B. 1981, or C. 2001?
To enter, phone 090 12 933 933. Calls cost £1. Mobile rates may vary. Or text Phillip, followed by your answer, A, B or C, to 63337. Text costs £1 plus your standard network charge. You must be 18 or over to enter.
And the very best of luck. Time for another break. Stay with us. There's still plenty more to come in part 4.
Next, you show Sheree Murphy a good time belly dancing.
And welcome back. Every day we give you the chance to get your hands on an ultra-exclusive money-can't-buy item in our celebrity gift swap. Alistair has kindly agreed to part with a much-loved piece of memorabilia, and all week you've been sending in photos of the weird and wonderful objects that you are willing to trade. You won't believe it. So Alistair is first of all going to tell us what he's brought along to swap. What is this?
This is a Real Madrid shirt with Beckham 23 on the back, which I wore in the programme you saw earlier on, the Posh and Beck's Big Impression.
In the sketch?
Not in that sketch, but I did a sketch earlier on where Beckham has a medical and dances in the nude, or semi-naked. And then this appears mysteriously on his body halfway
Fair
through.
enough. Good. Oh, well, that's great. So this has been on the TV. This is the genuine article.
Posh and Beck's Christmas special.
Well, let me see what I can tempt you with here, because to help Alistair, we've picked out 3 of the most interesting and intriguing items on offer from you, so thank you. Let's take a look at the first item up for grabs, which belongs to William. From Gateshead. Look at that. I mean, it looks like it's sort of come out of the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, so off a rug.
Off a rug. Yeah, yeah. Not actually strictly the case. It is a jar of belly button fluff. William says he's been collecting his own belly button fluff for the past 5 years. He's such a massive Alistair and David Beckham fan, he is willing to swap it with you for the shirt. So, listen, don't give me your answer now. I know you're tempted.
Yeah,
Don't give me your answer now. I know.
I'll hold on.
Be still. The second object on offer is a year's supply of goat's cheese. Sent in by Miriam from Buckinghamshire. Miriam says the cheese will be delivered to you monthly. She promises. It's going to be freshly made from the goats at the farm that she works at.
That's great. Tempting. I like goat's cheese, and of course, if I don't get to eat it, the Daily Mirror can have it when they go through my bins. Keep them fed.
It's thinking ahead. Well done. Item 3 is from Brian in Leicester, and it's a chicken suit. Brian said he's had endless hours of fun in this chicken suit. And is sure that that it will bring you as much joy as it's as it's brought him. Is there anything you've seen this evening that that takes your fancy? Now think about this. Think carefully.
Oh.
You've got the chicken suit. You've got the belly button fluff, and you've got the goat's cheese.
The chicken suit's very, very tempting, obviously.
I can understand
If I had my
that.
identity, I could go through people's bins wearing that.
Yeah.
Goat's cheese. Well, I'm not sure about the belly button fluff, though. I think I'm going to have to go for the goat's cheese.
Goat's cheese, it is. What an excellent choice. Very good. We've actually got Miriam, I hope, our lucky swapper on the line now. Miriam, hello.
Hello there, Philip.
And so you're quite happy to part with all this goat's cheese?
Yes, certainly. I'm sure Alistair will really enjoy it. It's really a nice flavour and it's a superb cheese.
Is it your farm?
It's not my farm, it's a farm that I work at. We've got about 200 goats and I produce, well, I've actually made 125 cheeses this morning.
It is genuinely goat's cheese. It's nothing to do with the belly button fluff man at all.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I can't believe I won this shirt. It's
Yeah, well, there you are.
amazing.
There you are, you see. So obviously you're a big Alistair fan.
Yes, I am, definitely.
And just one final thing. They do know you're giving this cheese away, don't they?
They do, yes.
They
yes,
do.
I have a bill for it at the moment.
You have a bill. You're going to pay.
Of course. But Alistair will love it. It certainly won't end up in the bin.
Well, look what you've got. Could you hold it up?
I shall let
hold
you
the
know.
swapsy up. There you go. That's what you've
Well,
got.
my son is going to go crazy when he sees that.
Well done.
Fantastic. Thank you, Miriam.
Thanks for calling in. Bye
Thank
now.
you very much.
Thanks for the cheese.
See ya.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your cheese.
I'm sure I will enjoy that cheese. I love cheese. Particularly goat cheese.
I'm glad you've done a hell of a lot of it now. Right now, every week on the show, ex-Emmerdale star Sheree Murphy goes in search of a good time after we challenged her to find Britain's best night out for under a tenner. She's here with news of her latest night on the town. Please welcome Sheree Murphy. So who got in touch with you?
Right, a group of hairdressers from London have been in touch. They wrote me a letter asking if I'd join them on their belly dancing class. They go every week. One of them did it on holiday and they've just decided to go every week with their friends. So, sounded like a good giggle, so I thought I'd join them.
OK, well, let's see how you did. Here we go.
I'm looking forward to taking Sheree out. We're going to have lots of fun.
We just shake it all about, so she can shake it all about, basically.
Hi, guys. Hi. You all right? Give us a kiss. Mwah. Nice to meet you
Hi,
too.
Sheree, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
great.
I'm really excited. A bit nervous.
Why? We're going to be doing it. We're good.
So much fun, aren't we?
Yes, I can't wait.
Should we get going then?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
The gang are inside warming up. It looks quite fun, actually. It's quite a big class, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm up for it. Quite a few ladies have got their stomachs out. Some of them look toned and some of them don't, so I might fit in all right.
Okay, we're going to work on hip lifts now. I'm liking it a lot. Let's do a turn with hip lift. Imagine drawing a circle on the floor with your hip.
Oh, my bum is going all over the place now. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I was quite surprised. There's so many different age ranges here, you know, so I don't feel out of place or anything. There's some older ladies and there's real little tiny tots, so it's really good fun, really good fun. Quite hard, really. You know, it's like a workout for your bum and your stomach, so if you're interested in getting your bum and your stomach toned, it's really good.
She's really got into it. She's took about 2 minutes to get into it. She's fantastic. And she can really swing her hips.
Definitely thumbs up for me. We've had a good laugh, good bit of exercise, you know, and good fun, really. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
Most impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present for one night only our very own Turkish delights, Julie, Terry, Candy, Teacher Eileen and Sheree Murphy. So listen, what's the principle with the hips, guys? What you got to stay in? It's got to stay. Is it got to stay in one? It's got to stay in one place. The only thing is it affects your voice. I'm out of control.
Keep your energy and keep your all your abdominals are working as well as.
Everything was working then. Thank you very much. Right, okay, so we've got your Show Sheree a Good Time board here. And lots of things that, how could we forget the school dinners and
I know, cheerleading.
Yeah. So whereabouts are you going to put your belly dancing?
Right, I'm going to put it on the top.
Are you?
Yes, because it was good fun, good exercise, and anyone can do it. Even you, so...
Well, I don't know after that, but there we go. There you go, well done, they've got to number 1. Yay! Terrific. I'm loving this now. If you want to show Sheree a good time, then contact us with your idea for a fun and unusual night out for a tenner. Email us at phillipschofield@itv.com. But let's hear it for our Have a Go hero for this evening, Sheree Murphy! Now then, if you were all right there, would you have a go at that?
No, if I get my midriff out, I start sneezing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, if there's a gap there, I sneeze. I don't know what it is.
Do you know, if I clean my ears out, it makes me cough.
Well, we should get together one night.
If you are planning on going out tonight, you'll be missing a great night on the telly. But if you are staying in, here's what I think you should be watching. First up, it's Wednesday, so Coronation Street must be on the menu. And tonight, there's more tears at Katie's bedside.
Wake up. Wake up.
I didn't touch anything. Craig, stand back. She's arrested. Can you get the bag? What's happening? Take him. Outside. No, she's my sister. Wait, outside. Come on. Get off. Come on.
Oh, poor Craig. And I didn't touch her. I didn't do anything.
Have you?
No, not me. Him. I wish they tried to revive her, though.
It was the belly dancing wore him out.
Meanwhile, over on ITV2, you won't believe this. You can catch up with our fat friends over the ocean in Celebrity Fit Club USA, where soprano star Joe Gianascoli has a problem.
Joe's new healthy diet is giving him big problems.
I got gas.
Let it out.
It happens. I mean, I got a little, since I've been eating all the healthy food. God, I really feel those beans kicking up.
Oh, no.
That's what you want here when you're in an elevator.
It's very embarrassing. But I feel sorry for him in the same way, you know, because I know he's embarrassed also.
He's gonna let one go.
No.
We'll wait till we're out of the elevator.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, please. Where's the bathroom?
Oh!
Celebrity Fart Club.
For goodness sake, give the man a hamburger. Finally, back to ITV1 for tonight's main course. It's day 3 in Hell's Kitchen, and things are heating up.
Now the game is on.
We won.
Cut! Stop! It's not good enough. And as the stakes rise, so does the pressure.
That's not on. Oh, my God. This is hell. Outrageous behaviour in the kitchen. You get mistaken for Angus Deaton, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've had 3 free taxi rides recently because people said, "Oh, Mr. Deaton, I'm a big fan of yours, and let me off the fare." So I owe Angus £25.
There you go. Those are my tips on what to watch this evening. Now, earlier on in the show, I exclusively revealed that my past was a life in the wrestling ring, and you've been emailing your suggestions for my wrestling name. Joanne has a selection of the best. What have you got?
Well, I've got 3 here. Fearless Phil, sent in by Sue in Maidenhead. The Tea Time Terror, sent in by Marion and Exeter. And my favourite, actually, sent in by Peter in Bromley, is The Silver Fox.
Which do we like? The Silver Fox, we going with that one? Yeah, they all say The Silver Fox. Thank you for that. I think Biro. Phillip Schofield is Biro. A big thank you to Alistair McGowan. We've got a bit of a gift for you.
A gift?
Yes, we have. There you are. Would you like to open that up? I'll tell you what's in there.
The belly dancing outfit.
No, it's not. No. Obviously, you're doing David Beckham. You're going to keep up with the tattoo, so we've got your own tattooing kit. And this one, little off the wall. It's there you go. Why would we give you that?
That's
it's
familiar.
Monet.
Why is that familiar?
It's Monet.
It is if I sell it. It's ready Monet.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a painting, and
yes.
it is. It's an impressionist. There you are. Round of applause for Alistair. Well done. Thank you for that. Good fun. There you go, that's all for today. Join us tomorrow when we'll be joined by Martin Clunes. Kerry Katona will be telling us about her dining experience at Hell's Kitchen, and there'll be music from Brit Winners Keen. That's 5 p.m. tomorrow, ITV1. See you then. Bye-bye.